Work harder. Live longer. Work will set you free. These 3 sentences echoed through the camp, every sound through every soul, in a place forgotten by God. It gave inauspicious hope. It acted as a terminal offer to the Jewish population, a chance to escape the hell that spilled into their villages seemingly overnight and snatched their reality. The snow raged on, creating a soft, patting ambience. It blanketed the whole of the camp, hiding the ever-growing mound of shoes, the ever-growing mound of bodies, the ever-fearful faces of the camp. It reduced visibility to about an arm's length. The inhabitants moved closer together and, like striped penguins, grimly huddled together to share what little warmth they had. "They're talking again," the commandant spat, not moving his eyes from his renowned binoculars. He was hunched, peering through the blinds out across the yard. "Can't you see, boy? The Jews, they're talking." He put the binoculars down to stare at the young officer, who seemed much less concerned by the idea of talking prisoners. Ezra was one within the centre of the circle of striped people. Save for the shivering and clattering of teeth, not a sound was made. Not the whines of children, nor the groans of seniors, just the deafening roar of pattering silence. "He hath disgraced me and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, scorned at my gains," Ezra whispered feebly. It was a speech from the Merchant of Venice, a text that he was teaching only weeks before. Some eyes moved from the floor and settled upon him. Here, it seemed most, this speech was written. Ezra just wanted to break the silence. The cold had already entered his bones. He just wanted to stop it from entering his soul. "This is why we make them work, to stop them from talking, plotting. Do you not understand? We must stop them from planning the fall of the fatherland." The commandant was, as usual, becoming perplexed and frustrated over the ideas which would not have crossed most other officers' minds. The officer made the mistake of thinking exactly this, thus forming a minuscule dimple around his mouth. He stiffened and clasped his hands behind his back. "Do you find this idea amusing, boy? Do you like the idea of the fatherland burning, your family slaughtered? Does it seem amusing?" The commandant pushed his face close to the officers so their noses touched. "Answer my question." "No, Commandant." The officer did not move his eyes from his commanding officers. "Is that all?" Permission to speak off record." "Granted." "Well, I don't mean to offend," the officer stuttered. "What I mean is, do you not think you're overreacting? I mean, we are armed, they are not. We have guards posted along every stretch of fencing. Besides, we can't even know what they're saying." There was a long silence while this lead balloon sank. The commandant moved away from the officer, resisting the urge to hit this naive boy. He leant on his oak desk and looked out to the yard. The snowfall had become worse. "No, you're right." "How would I know? How could I possibly know, regardless of my experience? What have the Jews done wrong anyway, right?" "Sir, I did not mean to—" "No! We shall go walk and ask them." A few who knew the text began to speak aloud at Ezra. "If you do not prick us, do we not bleed? If you poison us, do we not die? If you wrong us, shall we not be revenged?" "You see now!" A voice boomed from out of sight. The group silenced. "Do you see now?" A uniformed man screamed into existence, causing the group to face his voice. With no one to lean on, several Jews fell limp into the snow like a leaf without a branch. They all faced 2 men who did not wear their stripes. One of the men was red, his veins prominent upon his skull, the other the same white as a Jew's. A fearful white, the kind of white one sees lying in the snow. Who started this? Who made this little revolutionary group? I told you, boy, they have stopped working, so they must stop living, because this lack of work will not set you free. No one dared look up. Nothing makes a Jew talk more than a gun. And with that, the commandant unbuckled his Walther and pressed it to the head of the nearest Jew, a small, weeping boy. The safety clicked on. It was Shakespeare, a voice weak, uttered. Who said that? A German paced down the line. Who said that? A Jew came forward. He was middle-aged, but withered like a raisin. The German turned to the Jew. You started this little uprising, didn't you? It was Shakespeare. The commandant struck the man across the head with the butt of the gun. You will address me with yes or no answers. Am I clear? The Jew looked at the soldier, the snow whispering around him, causing an illusion of divinity. Yes. Did you start this uprising? There was seemingly an endless pause. Yes. Commandant, I do not think this man has done any wrong. The younger of the two rushed forward at the realization that his superior had pressed the gun to the kneeling Jew's head. The commandant's head moved slowly around. I do not believe what I am hearing. A defender of the Reich, my inferior, telling me that I am wrong, to mock me in front of these. He is no revolutionist. He can barely talk, let alone bring down a camp. Do you even know why our camp is here? Do you even know who Shakespeare is? The snow continued to patter out in silence. The commandant moved towards the officer. His gun was still drawn. You will shoot this man, or I will shoot you. The commandant hissed through gritted teeth. There was no choice to be made. He took the outstretched gun. Killing this bastard would sentence him to death. Every guard would hear the shot and wonder who'd be killed. Discovering that it was the commandant would leave him a dead man. Though, killing this kneeling man would cause his own soul to perish. The officer walked towards this man. It was as though he was marching to his own grave, where he had looked down upon himself and would have to pull the trigger. The snow stopped.